Hi there, and welcome to Texts-4-Teachers, where I review resources just for teachers. I'm Dr. Jen Schlaber with Lasting Literacy Solutions. I use my 20-plus years in education to help families and educators know more about literacy learning, because when we know more, we can do better. I'm here today to review with you this new resource from Jennifer Serravallo entitled Connecting with Students Online, Strategies for Remote Teaching and Learning. If you're not familiar with Jennifer Serravallo, she is the author of Reading Strategies, the Writing Strategies book, and then also Understanding Texts and Readers. The purpose of Jennifer Serravallo's new book is to help teachers connect with K-12 students and their families, and also to help teachers adapt their best practices to remote instruction. The structure of Serravallo's book is very similar to other books that she's written, where she has specific categories of in this topic. And the specific categories in this text, for example, are partnering with adults at home, managing your time across a day and across the week, supporting students' independent practice at home, and others. And then within each of these categories, she has specific strategies laid out for you. Within those descriptions of those strategies, she talks about why they're important, the challenges that teachers may experience when they try to implement that strategy, and then realistic ideas to address those challenges. Some special features of this book that really stood out to me are the specific graphics and examples, pictures of students' work even, that helps you understand what she's talking about with the strategy and then also what it looks like when it's implemented. In addition, she has lots of tips thrown in, the kind that make you go as a teacher, oh my goodness, why didn't I think of that? That's such a great idea. Another piece that I very much like in this text are the sections that she has frequently called Tech Nuts and Bolts. And in these little sections, she's showing you how to use commonly adopted technology like Google Classroom, Google Forms, Edpuzzle, some other commonly adopted technology in your districts to carry out the strategies that she's describing. Finally, there are videos linked in Heinemann's website that show her actually utilizing a lot of these strategies with learners all the way from kindergarten through 12th grade. So that's very useful and kind of shows the realistic nature of her suggestions. So there's a few reasons why I value Serravallo's work, and particularly in this text. One of the things is that Serravallo she gets it. She is a realist. The way that she writes and the suggestions that she gives are things that are doable by teachers. She doesn't overwhelm. And for the perfectionists that may be similar to myself, she helps us chill out a little bit. Realize what we should prioritize and what we can really not worry so much about in light of quality instruction. I would also say that Jennifer Serravallo's writing is something that I'm very attracted to for teachers because it's very concise and it's very, very clear. You can see just the way that things are laid out on the page. She doesn't go on and on and on about something. She does have support for her ideas, research support and things, but she's very to the point. And then finally, Serravallo values research, and that's seen from all of her books, but especially in this text, which she came out with right away in 2020 in response to the pandemic. Her strategies here in this new text, she shows the importance of students reading and writing texts of interest, and the importance of students receiving feedback about their reading and writing, and she shows various strategies and how we can do that in this remote teaching context. And then also the value of students interacting with one another and with their teachers around what they're reading and writing. Additionally, she also points out the importance of teachers closely observing their students. And again, she shows us how to do this in a remote teaching context, which is arguably extremely challenging. Also, she highlights the importance of teachers understanding their students' needs and their students' strengths. And then finally, also, she clearly, even with the title itself, she is demonstrating the importance of teachers connecting with their students and how that helps children to not only engage but excel in their learning. Are you looking to learn more about literacy learning? Connect with me on my website, lastingliteracysolutions.com, or check out what I've posted on social media. Thanks for visiting.